Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living. My name is Gary, and today what we're doing is we pulled out of the garden our Brussels sprouts. Turns out that the Brussels sprout stem, inside the Brussels sprout stem is the core, and the core is edible. Of course you have to cut it up, you have to cook it. So we're going to experiment. We're separating the leaves off the core and some of the stems, and what we're going to be doing is basically trying this out and seeing if it works. Come and see this unusual Brussels sprout core video and see if it's worth your while. These things are always interesting, and that's why I do it. See you in a few minutes.
Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food plant-based lifestyle. The Brussels sprout stalk is edible and requires longer cooking to generate flavorable flavors and texture. The stalk provides a source of post-harvest nutrients for the sprout, allowing the Brussels sprout to retain moisture longer.
Now this is not edible, this portion right here. But the portion in between here and here could be edible. I just have to saw it off from the root. This will be going in my compost. And this over here is just a matter of taking all the leaves off. Now I've had a few of these leaves, and some of them are quite good if they're young. But if it's towards the end, like right here, it's like shoe leather. It doesn't work very well. So this is what this video about. It's basically stripping the Brussels sprout plant, saving some of the good leaves, and testing to see if the core works. Here I've started to strip the leaves off of this one here. And what I'm doing is I'm just using cutters like this and cutting them. But you have to really cut these a lot closer. I've never even tried this before, so it's really something new to me too. Alright, so I'll show you what I've come up with in a few minutes.
So now what we've done is we've taken the Brussels sprouts, we've de-leafed them, we took the leaf off of the plant, and then what we did is we cut the plant so it would fit in the stock pot so that we could cook it. Now this is what it looks like after all the leaves are gone, and I have, as you can tell, about 4 large stems that we can cook. And these are like medium stems, and then I have the smaller stems. So what we're going to be doing is cooking these bigger stems into the stock pot on the stove, and that's what we're going to do on our next step. So come and join me. So over here what we've done is we're going to add filtered water to this stock pot, and then what we're going to do is put our stems into it. So we've installed some filtered water systems into our home now. So now we have really good water to cook with. Now if I was using a lot of leafy vegetables, I'd be using the screen, but I don't need to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how this is. It's going to gauge it. It's pretty much to the very top of the container. Bigger one, and it will be a little bit more harder to get everything in. And we're going to try our best to get as many of these in so that it can cook. Now before I stuck them in here, I washed every single one of these. Okay, so there's a nice tight fit. Now we want to cook it pretty close to the top, so it's going to take some time to be able to fill it, to bring it up to heat. Alright, so now this is all ready. Now we're moving over to the stove. Okay, so the first thing we do is turn on our heat. So now that we have this in here, we just leave it until it boils. And we're going to be boiling it for about half an hour, 30 minutes at least. And what we're trying to do is trying to boil this stem so we can get the creamy white filling inside of these stems, which resemble something like a potato. Once we have these all cut up, we can remove the core out of this and we can enjoy it. Alright, so we'll come by and see you in a little bit as soon as we get this cooked. Okay, so what I've done here is I've put in a large stock pot for this side, and we had smaller pieces, and I use this stock pot for this. Now I'm assuming that what's going to happen is these are going to get cooked a lot faster because they're smaller, and these larger ones are going to take a longer time. Okay, so we'll see in a little bit. Alright, the best way for me to explain how this works is to show you. Now, these have been cooking for exactly 30 minutes. You see how the fork goes down? No, maybe not this one. Here, like this one here. When the fork goes down like that, it's ready. I just flipped that one over. That's what's happening. These really, really big ones, I'm going to show you this. They're a little hard to pick up. Okay, when you flip them around this way, see how easy the fork goes in? That's how you know this is ready. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to let this cool, and then we're going to come back and slice the top, and I'm going to show you the creamy white filling of Brussels sprout stem and root. Another way to do this is to use the Instapot. I placed it for 10 minutes because I really wanted to make sure that they were very well cooked. These thinner ones were really easy to peel, but the thicker ones were much harder. So we're going to try the Instapot and see if it makes it a little easier. Now you can see the steam. So we're going to let this vent naturally, and we're going to come back to it. Pull the plug. Now it's truly off. Now we just leave it alone. Say about 10 minutes. While I'm doing garden work, I'll come back and finish this. Okay, so you saw me cook it, and on the thinner ones like this, you're able to take the skins off fairly easily, this outer edge. But on the thicker ones, it's almost impossible to do that. I mean, it's a lot of work, and so what I did is I decided to cook it in an Instapot. I cooked it for 10 minutes, and I'm wondering, look, it just fell apart in my hands. I bet you, and you can easily scoop it now. And you can actually go back and get some more out of here. Alright, so you saw this is fairly easy on these. Over here, it's harder, because you have to physically get the outer shell out. Okay, now from here is when you scoop this out. And it's the same thing. Now, on this smaller one here, even the damaged one like that, it's still good. You just cut the middle out, like so, and you just physically cut that out. If you wait maybe 15, maybe even 20 minutes, then this might be a lot easier to pull out than the way I'm doing it. Right now I'm doing it just so I can show you a sliver of it. So, let me show you what I have so far. From all those stems you saw, I have this full container, plus I have this partial container. So after you've cooked the stems in the stove, or if you use a pressure cooker, that makes it a lot faster. What I've learned by using the pressure cooker is that if you cut the stems in like 4-inch pieces, it works so much better, and it takes a lot less time than if you were to leave them in large pieces that I had that I was cooking on the stove. So this is the finished product. This is what it looks like basically when you take the core out of the Brussels sprout stems. And what I did is I used some avocado salsa with fresh tomatillos, and it's got jalapeno in it. And I mixed the sauce with a little bit of Maruzo soy sauce, basically. So then what you do is you take yourself a fork, you dip it in, but by itself, it resembles to me very close to a turnip, or even a rutabaga. It just has that really strong flavor. So what I did is I grew these normal potatoes, and these over here are just basically small russet potatoes. They're so small they remind you of seed potatoes. But I was curious to see if I could grow them, and I did fairly well. Over here in this plate, I grew all reds and a few purples. But tonight what I wanted to show you is this. This right here are just the potatoes that I grew, the russet potatoes. I microwaved them for about 3 minutes each, and I cooked about 7 small potatoes. I also included the Brussels sprout core, and this is how I did it. I added 1 cup of them each. Now it turns out that the Brussels sprout core is very kind of rubbery. It doesn't really lend itself to the potatoes, but it is a nice mixture together. So on this plate, what I have here is the Brussels sprout core and regular russet potatoes, topped with the avocado salsa with tomatillo sauce and jalapeno, and just a little bit of this soy sauce. And it kind of breaks down, it kind of gives it a little bit of a sweeter taste. And in here I am eating it. Now, I've been eating this avocado salsa for like the last couple of weeks, and I almost love it on just about everything. It just is a nice, really delicious topping. So there it is. You can use your Brussels sprout stems core, including regular potatoes that you grow in your backyard or you buy at the grocery store, and it extends the potato a little longer. It gives you a chance to be able to have a little bit different flavor. Well, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you try this out at home, especially if you grow your own plants. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon.
If you like what you see, subscribe. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.